Okay. So, right. So, guys, let me go through the materials that we are going to be using. So, this is the assignment. So, what you do is the reason why I've sent you before is uh, you should go through this, then produce this dashboard or a better version of than this one. Information iraba, that's for cyber security threats. Then yeah, freedom of information statistics. That you should produce that report. Then let's go to the course outline. So who is trying to join? So this is it. Data preparation and modeling. We go to DAX reporting and analysis. Then we go to deployment and security. Then we are done. So per each subcategory, there are some elements that you are supposed to cover. So they are practicals. So what we do is after we do each section, if you go to that website, after each section, there's a practical that follows each section on Power BI. So you should complete that. You create your account, then you do that. So you will see that if you follow through what you are doing, maybe up to the end. For each item, you go to the website, you read, you do the practical. Then after this course, you do it again, and you go to the practice exam dumps. Somehow, you'll be good to go. Maybe in 2 or 3 months' time, you'll be able to sit for this exam if you give it your all. So I hope that maybe by the end of this year, everyone will be certified. Yeah, your certification it also proves that you are capable. Yeah. So I think it's also the easy way to commit yourself. Maybe what you can do is, if you want really to commit, pay first. Pay for the exam. It's just $80, and schedule maybe in 2 months to come.
Also, you can pay and then say I want to write after.
Yes, and you can even reschedule before 24 hours. Is it?
Sure.
Before 24 hours of the actual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exam.
Yes. So you can reschedule maybe to a later date or to a.
I think that's it. Commit.
You commit, then you start to read
Yeah, just
towards the
commit.
target.
Just commit.
All right.
I'm doing normal. Yes. I'm doing
All right. So
the phone on boys.
simplified. This is the outline. We do maybe some introductions. We go to data cleaning and reshaping. I think we did this in Power Query, most of the data cleaning and reshaping, right? We go to data modeling. The modeling which we were doing when we were creating tables in SQL, creating foreign keys and primary keys, we'll be doing the same. It's just a different language. But here you will see that we'll be dragging and dropping.
Just no coding.
Yeah, basically. So when we'll be doing, when we create relationship, but when we're doing modeling, creating measures and calculated columns, we'll be doing DAX. So you need to get some bit of coding. What we're doing in SQL, and I understand maybe we now have an appreciation of what SQL is.
Sure.
Yeah. So we will go then to create visualizations. We did this in Excel. So the types of visualization, mostly they are not going to change that much, but it's just that maybe the technique is going to change a bit. The criteria that we said we use when selecting a type of visual given the certain type of data sets that you are using is just the same. Yeah, but here maybe we now have many other visuals that are not part of what of Excel. Yeah, and you will see that here we can also get some visuals from AppSource, which is the Microsoft marketplace for visuals. Suppose a company develop a visual, they deploy it there. Maybe your company can then approve it to say we need to use this one. Some may need to be paid and some are free, right? So publishing and sharing, here we'll be doing some security checks because your data need to be secure. You may be working on client sensitive information or your company sensitive information. So you need to make sure that you are sharing it to the right people and to the right audience. And also best practices on how you can export your visuals in from Power BI to PDF, or how you can use other Power Platform, because you discover that Power BI is a part of Power Platform, and on Power Platform we have Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, Power Pages, and Microsoft has developed it in such a way that you can integrate that with those platforms, or you can even deploy your visuals on a website where maybe outsiders will come and visualize what your reports on Power BI, right? And with the Power Automate, you can then schedule on the report extraction and sharing with different individuals, especially when your licenses are limited, right? So that's the guide which we are going to be using. So, but before we go deep into this, let's go to, we'll skip the introductions. We all know each other. Maybe this guy, yeah, he's silent. I think he will be taking you through some of the Power BI elements, especially the practicals.
You look alike guy.
Yeah. So the course objectives is retrieve and profile data from various sources, applying necessary transformations, design and implement data model, and enhance it with the DAX. Of course, without DAX, you can create some visuals. That is if there are no other columns or measures that you want to create. But if you then master DAX, you will have some advantages on manipulating your data, right? So uh, never mind about this. I think these are Microsoft recommended outline for the duration. So access to course material, you can browse the Microsoft Learn course and you find PO 300. Then you can access the labs here, right? PO 300 labs, right? So those are that right. Anifa, are you with us? That's that's fine. So we said renewal is every year, and it's open book, and I think it has a set of about 22 to 26 questions. It's not that difficult. So these are the sections where you will be examined. If you want to take part in this exam, prepare data. The questions will be about 20 to 25 in weight. Model data, they will be 15 to 20. Then visualize data, they will be 15 to 20. Then deploy and maintain items, it will be 20 to 25. So I think those are the basics. So I think let's get started to discover data analysis with Power BI. All right, so in this section we'll discuss different roles and tasks of a data analyst. I understand we did this before, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. You don't have. I'll share the PDF. Okay. So 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 why are we doing data analysis? The major concern is to transfer from just data to give insights that can inform business decisions. Because we said the data in its raw form, we can't deduce anything from it. So if we come up with visuals as they shown there, you are able to see some patterns and train something from the data. So uh, that is the major task. So you as a data analyst, you may need to think of what data is being generated in your company every day and how can you turn that into insights. Because from the data pyramid, data is the first step, and we go to information, we go to knowledge, then wisdom, right? So that is the hierarchy. Okay, so that is the hierarchy. So from data we go to information. So data is in its raw form. Information is somehow curated and analyzed. Knowledge is from getting insights from the data. Then if you have knowledge, you are likely to be wise. So it goes that way, right? So this one will not spend much of the time because we covered this when we introduced the course. The types of data analysis that we have descriptive, we summarize past data. We have diagnostic, which is to explain past data. Predictive, we forecast the future. Prescriptive, we optimize the future data. It's like we said, when you go to a doctor and you are suffering from some ailment, you are given a prescription. So we prescribe the steps that a business should do. Then cognitive, we are saying we learn from the data, mostly AI agents. So from the experience that the system is going through, we learn from the data and do something with it. Then task, especially when you are doing Power BI and other tools. For example, maybe you are using Tableau, which may be a substitute for Power BI. So your task, mostly these are the listed ones, these 5. So at first, you start with the data preparation. You see that on the assignment that I've shared, that data is on a website. So you need to mine it. After you mine, you do preparation, which we say you can do ETL, you can do ETL, extract transformation load, ETLT, ELD, whatever that you can do there. So you see that maybe 70 to 80% of your time will be spent on data preparation. Then you go to modeling. If you get it wrong on data preparation, your models may not work, and your visuals analysis and the management may that be difficult. So you need to get it right on what? On data preparation, right? Um, then these are some of the checks. Um it's saying which role enables advanced analytics capabilities through reporting. Don't know what's happening. I'm not seeing that slide which is explaining the different roles. So in analysis, before we answer the questions, We have different roles that we have. We have a data analyst who works mainly on creating visualizations and analyzing the data. We have a data engineer. Data engineering is mostly what we were doing in SQL when we were creating the data mining, when creating the tables, and we are storing the data. So that's the purpose of a data engineer. But you see that in most companies that you go, you do all these things. They need like a full stack data person, yes. Where you are doing the data analysis, you are doing the data engineering, and you may be required as well to do data, to be a data scientist, where you are doing creating models using Python and other tools, right? So now the question is saying, I think there is need of a business analyst as well. A business analyst is not like a data person as per se, but is someone with a business understanding as well as the analytics understanding, who then bridges the gap between the analyst and the business, is probing the right questions from the business, then is getting the feedback to what, to the analyst who might not have what, the better understanding of the business, so that person will come into place. So the question is saying now, which roles enables advanced analytic capabilities through reports and visualizations? Of course, it's what, it's a data analyst, right? Then the which data analytic task has critical importance on reporting and data analysis, right? We have said we do preparation where you spend most of the time. Then the modeling part is critical, because you see that when you're creating relationships, if you get it wrong on those relationships, your models are not going to what, to work properly. So the next question is saying, what is the key benefit of data analysis? I think you can try.
B.
B, informed business decisions. That's correct, right? We said we are moving from data to what, to insights, which then informs what, key business decisions. So getting started with Power BI. So Power BI has three elements, right? I hope you all downloaded the Power BI desktop. You now have it, right? From Microsoft Store. So I don't think, even if your company, your laptop is a company laptop, you won't have problem, because you are getting it directly from Microsoft Store. So we have three elements. So that's the beauty of Power BI. We have three elements. So we have the Power BI